Okay, stream should be started.
Alrighty. So, last time you all left off, you were in the throne room of the Emperor. He had... No, you guys were... We called it early. People needed to go.
Oh, do I have code DM and I'm stuck? Yeah, I'm... Never mind. I'm code DM, so I'm like on the map that I was on last or some bullshit. I'm swapping the player. I'm gonna see where we are. Yeah.
Alrighty. You guys were offered a quest to recruit the bounty hunter Jango Fett. Come and work for them. You were given a Beskar ingot with the clan sigil of Orda. And a couple 100 million credits, which would be loading onto your ship for the bribe. Now it's your decision at this point in time.
Isn't that the Scrooge McDuck situation where we just have a pile of credits somewhere? Or is it actually like virtual or something?
It's straight up Scrooge McDuck style, putting cases being loaded onto your ship as the payment, the show.
There's just a few like 100 briefcases stacked up.
Alright, this is when we leave and just take all this money for ourselves.
Is it worth it? What do we do with all the money?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I thought that immediately too, and I was like, but wait, why? Like, why are we...
Yeah, I know.
It's like, he had, like, he trusts us. It's like, well, yeah. I guess...
Okay. So let me do this. Gotta drag you guys back here to your ship.
So are we heading back to the ship as we were?
It's up to you guys.
Well, I'm asking, like, what were we doing last?
Back to the ship. You guys were heading back to your ship after receiving all that information. And when you guys come back, Katex is going over some business plans with the Emperor.
Oh, Katex is not... Okay, yeah, go Katex, I guess.
Yeah. Being that it's been, 2 weeks, I honestly fucking forget what the hell I was working on this guy with.
Ragnar.
I remember he hired me to deal with the trade federations this stuff.
Yeah. Better droids for them, along with better equipment and gear. And
Katex was offering his services and upgrading their shit, yeah.
So, yep.
So is Katex just like standing next to the Emperor's throne, handing him documents and shit to look at something like that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm a little weird on like the exact placement of the situation right now.
That's what I'm asking too. Like, what's going on, Ragnar?
Alright. You guys were heading back to your ship with a new member in tow.
Okay, so he's not... Okay, I thought Katex was negotiating with the Emperor guy right now. Okay,
no, when you guys came back.
Okay, so I remember he did do that. So I'll say, okay, so yours were telling us he did do that. Okay, so we're all heading back now. So we're not... Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was like, what did he do? Yeah. Okay, so everybody's like, okay, guys, so we have to find one of those Mandalorian guys and give him a bunch of money to...
Jango Fett, yes.
Yeah. So it seems pretty easy, right? We're just gonna go talk to him.
Yeah.
I agree.
Something that I've learned is sometimes even the simplest of tasks can be complicated.
Yeah. It's like suspiciously easy, right? It's gotta be more to it.
Easy. Something else is going to happen.
Maybe he hates him and he's gonna kill us when we see him or something. Like, I guess we'll see. Where do we have to go again? Camino. Okay. Do we have like a spot on Camino? I assume we do.
There's a spaceport there. I don't remember there being a spot exactly.
So I guess. Yeah, I guess there's not a lot of Mandalorians hanging out, right? So we just find some guy who looks like a Mandalorian and talk to him.
Yeah, ocean planet.
Okay. I guess we should go.
Yeah.
Anyone else have anything else we gotta do before we go?
No, I'm quite good.
I should be fine. Thank you.
Cool. I guess we just all head back to the ship and. To the pimp mobile. Yeah. We all are on the ship.
Yeah, I guess we all drive back. Oh yeah, Jetty guy coming with us, right?
Yeah, he seems okay.
I'm right here.
Yeah, trying to stab me. Yeah, so I guess that's good.
I am. Okay. I already stopped. Well, I was just noting that I'm standing right here. You're speaking about me as if I'm not in the area.
Well, I'm thinking. I hope you're in the area. She's like, I'm confused. Like, I
think I just misunderstood.
Yeah, she's like, I spoke as if you were here because I don't want you to stab me.
Well, it felt like more of a. I guess third person would be the wrong. Sorry, my bad. I just went to the bottom left of the map.
Ignore that.
I know. I need to take a second to recover. I'm sorry.
Is that a dick box? I don't remember what's there.
It's not the dick box anymore. It's not the dick.
Oh, it's like.
Never mind. It's just a miscommunication, if you will.
Okay, so you guys done role playing on the ship or something? Or waiting for me?
No, we're kind of.
We just started.
Yeah, I think we were kind of talking. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'm like, yeah. Remember I told you like Jedi? I'm kind of like a. Kinda.
You informed me. Yes.
Yeah. So you kind of.
I'm not
Stab us.
going to stab you.
Yeah.
That's not going to
Yeah,
happen.
I know. Yeah, that's
Okay.
why I said you seem like
Just
you're
clarifying.
not. So it's cool for you to come with me. Because if you do, I'm gonna kick you off my ship.
I'm confused. Didn't we already establish all the... You know what? No.
Yeah, we did. That's why I said. That's
Okay.
why when he asked, like we were reiterating it.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
we double check.
Double, triple...
Because
okay, understood.
we talked to you and we established that you wouldn't, and then me and my uncle were talking amongst ourselves, and you rudely listened into our conversation. It felt like.
I mean, I'm right here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
By this point, one of the chef bots would be walking this way, overhearing the word uncle and thrown off the ship.
Hey, Chefbot.
Hey, Rhea, have you heard the story about this person that destroyed your aunt's ship?
Who? Wait, what?
Your Aunt Cora. There was
Oh.
a person on the ship before that destroyed her own little speeder.
Oh no, I think it was like a shark guy or something.
Yeah, it was.
But you just call me the
Oh, sorry.
She said
My
she said
process
Aunt.
speed up.
Yeah, she said Aunt
Right.
Rhea. I was confused.
Sorry, I'm an older model.
Can you go make us some snacks?
I'm already on it. We got cinnamon rolls in the oven along with 2 types of cakes. We have dinner also being prepared.
Oh, it's
The sweets aren't for you. We know what you want.
I take rolled cinnamon.
celery with some peanut butter and some raisins, maybe.
Define peanut butter, because your mom's fake peanut butter is still in the cabinet.
No, none of that. That's the distraction.
Alright.
That's the decoy peanut butter. Leave that there.
Okay. And then he proceeds to go back in the thing, and then as well as throwing up the security camera footage on the big TV, in the dining room, of Tear being launched out of the airlock.
Yeah, Ruby's
Followed
like,
by a lot of memes.
by the way, guys, you're gonna find a lot of random recordings all over the ship, probably. Like, for some reason, my mom recorded everything. So, yeah.
That
likes-
isn't at all an invasion of privacy.
She she just had like a little thing that followed around and recorded stuff so she can like broadcast it to the world how cool she is. Build a reputation.
Sounds like a prime opportunity for a lawsuit, if you ask me.
Most people wouldn't try that though.
I mean, I think legal action would probably be preferable, Fuzzy, being how many people try to shoot head off.
I think my mom's also a lawyer. She told me that before.
Mm.
Is there anything your mother isn't?
I was going to say, your mother seems like quite an experienced woman.
What I remember, she's like a lot of things, like a marriage counselor, a lawyer, a director. It's like a lot of random things. I don't know how much of it's real. She has like sheets of paper that says she is what she is, but I don't think they're real.
They're all written in crayon, but they for some reason hold up. So
The future. I have established it. The future is officially not something I want to live through. If crayon is what official documents are signed in.
What's crayon?
It's a device, don't worry, it's from the future.
alright, so crayon is it's pigment wax, like piece of wax. You rub it on stuff, it colored. Use it to write and draw. Like Kachek's like reaches into his bag, pulls out a pack of crayons. These just like draws on the floor.
Take one and. I mean, it looks familiar enough. I'm just not familiar with the labeling more than anything.
Yeah, Crayola Future Company.
Yeah.
They're like written in crayon, like signed stuff, but then like they're signed over with other real ink once. That didn't work probably. I don't know. Sounds weird, but awesome.
At this point, the bump of the log food for Remy is here, and along with the cinnamon rolls, I heard mentions of Cran. Are the clones on board?
Oh, I think they're still in their time.
They're like 50 years in the future, but
Oh, we time traveled. I did not know.
Yeah, that's why all the clocks are on.
That explains why I brought these 64 packages for those meat bags.
you're taking this better than they did. Just points to the other members.
He's.
I mean, I could choke you with the force if needed.
What?
Our chef bot.
The chef, the droid knows the Force?
Shh, no. Like I walk up to you, I'm like, shh, no, not really. He thinks he does. Just humor him.
Why should we lie to him?
Because it will ruin his whole world. He's
Like
programmed.
my world hasn't been ruined already.
Yeah, but he's programmed to think he is, so he's not gonna believe you.
Yeah, this whole place like set up to like simulate it.
Yeah.
Watch this. Hey, Chef Bot, you see that wrench over there? Can you grab for me?
Yeah. Remy runs over to like the crane hoisty thingy too.
Yeah. like a little magnet on a fishing line comes down, like picks it up, and it goes over to Chef Bot's hand.
Good job, Chef Bot.
Very strong with force. Yep.
Oh, that reminds me. He starts scooping. You guys notice that his little spatula is actually like a low-grade lightsaber. It is just toasting the bottom of the cinnamon rolls to perfection, while being placed on other plates.
That's Chef Bot.
Yep.
He's not the original. The original one left with Ed Cora. He's just like a not as good. The other one had like feelings, kinda.
Yeah.
Lightsabers just all over the place in the future.
Gotta say it. Only one that get her.
Lots of things when you have lots of money.
I suppose. Where did most of these lightsabers come from? Were they made or were they looted?
My mom makes them.
Ah, okay.
She does some weird thing where she like uses her own powers to make like really cool stuff.
I
She has
see.
to, and then she has to like take medicine afterwards. That's worth a whole lot of monies, and only she knows about it. Well, I guess other people know about it, but she works with them to harvest it.
She
Oh,
gave some
something?
to me to help with wound.
Yeah, it's like Boda. It's like Super Bapta or something.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like a rare plant or something.
Also, she not make Bia. Bia got her from the weird Mandy man. Like sold crystal to me for some reason. For an extremely low price as well, and then I just, make saber out of it.
Yeah.
Apparently plasma circuit not really that hard to make.
Yeah, my mom makes a lot of stuff. Yeah, she's like, she made me these, and like Remy shows you like her.
What do they do?
They help me beat people up.
Ah, so they're like powered gauntlets. I've seen these exist in the real world. Or rather, in my time.
Kinda, but they're made of cloth. And look really cute. They're in my bio info if you want to see them.
Let me see. Oh my, it's a fashion statement. I'm not sure what it's stating, but it's a fashion statement.
Done out of badass.
Yes, dear.
Mom likes them.
Mm-hmm. These gauntlets, and I'm assuming you're unsure about how they're made,
Yep.
aside from what you described.
I have no idea how they're made.
Interesting. Like I said, if we ever get a chance, I must have a chat with your mother. She seems like a very, very interesting woman.
Mm-hmm. Very powerful.
That much I've gathered, and you've been saying this ever since ever since you spoke about your mother.
She can will stuff into existence.
You know, like I said, I should be surprised, but honestly, I'm not anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's surprising me at this point, so it's kind of hard to do it anymore.
I mean, first
There we go, that's the spirit.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I agree. At this point, we just roll with the punches.
And first I end up on that planet, and then I end up on Korriban somehow, which I thought was lost, and then there's a whole city there, and it's all just a mess.
I was just going for a nice Sunday drive, and then my vehicle sputtered out, and now I'm here.
I guess it's a different feeling. Because, like, I guess if you get pulled here, it sucks, but if you came here on purpose, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose I'm here now.
What were you doing before you were here?
Like I said, I was just going on a nice Sunday drive.
No. Like, what was like your day to day? You were just making like nice clothes and stuff.
Yes, my day to day was mostly negotiating prices and sewing, such like that mundanity compared to this.
Mm-hmm. Have an adventure.
Adventure.
Adventure, or as I call it, putting my life on the line for what reward?
We're getting money.
Well, did he mention a reward? I think he just said do it or else.
I don't know. I don't need money, so I don't care.
He's
It's
granting
called-
me information, but
It's called currying favor. Good business deal.
Mm-hmm.
Great opportunity.
And I just figure the force is guiding me where I need to be to solve my problem. So, guided me, then this must be the right place.
I suppose, but I rarely work for exposure.
If, the chef bot would come back, this time with 2 more, and they're setting up a table. Are any of you vegan by chance?
No, thank you. I just ate.
I mean, we know. Okay, so you are all fine with those who are eating Rancor steaks, Bantha tacos, and Gortha chicken nuggets?
Gortha chicken.
I have heard of one of
Oh
those
my
animals.
god, it's made of Tuscan.
It's not made of Tuskens, but they're shaped like Tuskens.
My dinosaur feet.
And on the like a small like little edge of breading and crust, there looks like to be a logo on them.
Even your chicken nuggets are branded.
Well,
Of course.
That seems a bit excessive, even for me.
yeah, like we just ate, and then also Remy just ate a snack, and now she's gonna go eat dinner. You know.
Again, Nausha isn't even going to question it. She just expects this at this point. Nausha, however, is not as confident in her waistline.
Cedrin's got to maintain them calories somehow. I mean, he's built. You got to eat.
But
Big man.
Sen, you would notice that these chef bots are also sharing the same insignia that you guys saw at the temple.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
Sen is just not comfortable seeing so many of that insignia.
I guess Ruby's like, "Are you okay, random guy?" I don't know. Like someone's getting ready to stab you or something.
Before I came here, that was typically the case.
Trying to stab you. What'd you do?
I was a soldier. I was a death trooper for the Imperial Army.
Yeah, didn't we already talk about all this?
Yeah. But I guess I didn't realize like because a lot of times
You're totally, definitely not Dark Trooper.
Yeah, but like I think a lot
I
of
don't
times
believe I was here for this.
thinking a lot of times like maybe you're not actually fighting, you're just like a fight. But I guess you were a soldier that was fighting rebels.
Rebels, sometimes rogue Jedi, any sort of dissidents, smugglers.
Oh wait, so you fight Jedi Man here. Just points to your Anders character. I don't remember his name. John
Cedrin.
Yeah. Catex.
Yeah. So yeah. So I guess it's like the same
Are
thing.
you-
Like you kind of on a vacation.
You fought Jedi?
Fought and killed, yes.
Is everybody that I've met so far on this journey, and at least in some way related to someone who kills Jedi?
I mean, I'm not.
That's one out of.
I don't really think your mom killed Jedi, did she?
I don't. Yeah. I don't think we killed any Jedi. There were some Jedi, but they were kind of dicks. But they didn't. Apparently, she said they were dicks, but not. She didn't have to kill them.
Yeah.
Or at least an enemy of the Jedi.
The one chef bot right there brings up the fact there was a rule in place on the ship for a clone named Mad, not to say Order 66, because it triggered bad memories of him massacring younglings and Jedi.
Alright, let's chat that up again. What is... You know what? Never mind. I don't want to know the future. I'm just glad I'm out of there.
Then the droid mentions how he killed 27 Jedi by himself in a single fight.
Yeah, I never killed anyone yet.
I've killed people before when I had to. Not
Interesting.
something I relish.
Yeah, you mentioned.
Murderer, got it.
What? Self-defense?
I
Call me
kill
Mando.
murder.
Even Jedi have to kill from time to time. It's not
It's
always
called
that simple.
homicide, loser. Not murder when self-defense.
Here, the only
Call it
person.
whatever you like. It's still murder. You still take someone's life. You value your life over theirs.
I'm correcting you. Homicide when take life, murder when do bad way, self-defense when do good way.
There is no good or bad when you take a life.
Yeah, there is.
No, I don't believe so.
The one chef
Okay.
that brought up everything at the moment. Rebel Alliance must be destroyed while making a fist. Their hand starts crumbling apart because
Yeah.
they're withering of age.
Alright, so listen. So let me ask you a question. If there is person who's killing a lot of other people for no reason, it's bad if I kill him.
You lock him up.
That sounds like an extremely dumb idea.
It's true, you lock him up, you send him to jail, where most murderers go.
Tell him bad.
Yeah, what if I don't have option? What if guy is wandering around shooting people and not able to capture? But I have gun and I could stop him right then and there. You say bad shooter.
Shoot him in the leg. You don't need to always aim for the head.
That might not stop.
See,
Do the Jedi just have an aversion towards solving their problems?
Perhaps
The Jedi-
things have changed in the after my time, but there are some situations in which even a Jedi does have to take a life, even if it is repulsive to do so. And I've had to do it myself.
yeah, my
Well, do
mom.
you learn how to swing
Prefer-
sabers to put people in jail?
Of
It is
course, I don't-
preferable to. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to simply say, that may be the Jedi way, but I am no Jedi. I simply don't believe in murder of any type.
I've
Alright, you're unwilling to get hands dirty. I got it.
yeah. My mom used to kill a lot of people whenever they were like trying to kill her and like the self-defense stuff. And then she started realizing that it wasn't actually working, right? People just kept trying to kill her. So she would beat people up and say like stop or something, and then they'll run away and come back and try to kill her again, and then she'll like let them go, and then they'll come back and try to kill her again. And then she's like, you know what, this ain't working. I must have to kill these people. And eventually she was like, well, then she kills those people, and then now those people's like friends try to kill her for killing those people, and it's like, so
It's
she just
a side.
yeah. So
cycle.
she decided she would start rehabilitating people.
Oh, you talk about one girl? That one.
Okay. Apparently she changed my diapers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you just
I
say
don't know.
what did you say your mother did to them?
Rehabilitated them.
Rehabilitated or brainwashed?
Said
Choose
you
it,
have
because
to.
they're actually
He
guessing
said
what
you
it
have to
actually-
break them down to build them back up.
Brainwashed. That's what we call it.
Well, she called it rehabilitate, and it worked. They stopped trying to kill her, and instead they helped.
Of course. If I shoot someone in the head and I call it a mercy killing, I can justify anything as that.
Okay, so when you say lock them up, what does that do?
It does not kill them. It gives them the opportunity to rehabilitate. They don't seem to. How should I put this?
Yeah, that's
They
what my
don't
mom did.
really. But what you described, I suppose that was a bit hasty of me. I did not understand the pure method, but given how powerful your mother was, I assume she simply used the Force to get them to her way of thinking.
Oh no, she wouldn't have to like lock them up and slowly like do magic to them and make them do what she wants, right?
You cannot force someone to do something against their will. That's not ethical. Well, of course you can, but
Yeah.
I don't believe it's right.
She had to show them that what they were doing was bad and make them understand that, and that they're a bad person and they have to change. And if they do, then they can go back living as a good person. But if they keep being bad, then she's gonna keep them locked up until they understand that they're bad.
I believe, I must speak to your mother about this to really see. I'm still. How should I put this? I'm unsure what her position of good and evil are, as they are always subjective.
I'm just not confident at all in your opinion of what your mother does and doesn't do.
To be 100% honest, I agree with him.
Yeah, I know. She sounds too good to be true, but trust me, she's awesome.
She's a right
It
person.
sounds like a load of horse shit, if you ask me.
I've yet to meet this woman, and I wish And given the chance, I do wish to question her to see her views.
Yeah, you'll see it in, I don't know, like 50 years.
I don't think I'll be alive.
Oh yeah, you'll be in like your 80s.
That's still alive.
Yeah, you'll still live.
You'll need to wheel me to her.
I don't know. I met a lot of people in their 80s who'd be just fine. Out of character in Star Wars, people like live over 100 pretty often, and they're fine.
Yeah, they do have like a lot of medical technology to keep people alive, I guess.
Yeah.
And lose this beautiful body? I don't think so.
I mean, when you're 80, I don't know how. But yeah, so everybody's like, yeah, it's fine. You can probably like live forever. We could probably do some stuff or live alone.
I'm unsure if I want to live forever, darling.
Yeah. Maybe not.
When it's time, that's what I say. To delay it is simply pointless.
You look good now, so you probably keep looking good for a while. It's fine.
One can only hope. Now then, this Camino place, where were we supposed to go, I believe? Did the Mr. Sith man say we were supposed to go? Did he say Tipoca City? Was that the name?
It's either Tapoka City, Tamara City, or whatever that third place on the planet is. It's like 3 places there because it's ocean.
Either way, you must go see Mr. Fett and make him an offer he can't refuse.
We're heading there now.
Oh, so shoot them in the head.
That's not quite what I meant.
Is that an offer? It doesn't seem like that will work.
I don't know how.
Isn't that what offer you can't refuse mean? You refuse it, you die? You die.
Yeah. I guess you say instead of it sounded like you said see him and then shoot him in the head. You meant to say like threaten to shoot him in the head if he doesn't do the thing.
I feel like threatening a Mandalorian is never a smart decision.
Yes, I never once meant
Mandy's
to
feathers
threaten
very
him.
partner.
I don't know what they've done in your time, but in my time they've sacked Coruscant.
That's the person my mom rehabilitated was a Mandalorian, and they wouldn't leave her the fuck alone.
I don't think I've ever seen a Mandalorian in person.
Mandalorians from my time were too busy fighting each other to really do anything.
Very stubborn.
Some of them are okay business partner. Other were dickhead.
Immediately, as soon as you say you've never met a Mandalorian, Sasha starts walking down and grabs tacos and leaves again.
Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Before yesterday.
Hey, get off ship. We don't need you anymore.
Why are you here? Yeah, you weren't supposed to be here. You're supposed to be with your friend, baby daddy.
Yeah, go back with Emperor or whatever. Didn't you say you wanted him to impregnate you again?
Yeah. His wife chased me away.
What? You're a Mandy. Aren't you supposed to be strong? Go like, I don't know, punch wife in the face and whatever. I don't know.
Well, when he's actually married to a Twi'lek, another Force wielder, and a different Mandalorian, I think I'm going to run away from the other Mandalorian, the Force wielder, and the crazy Twi'lek.
Wait, he has multiple wives? Why don't he just marry you then? Or are you hyper-impulsive?
It's not the
obviously
part. I like being tied up in a certain rooms.
Obviously, he
already
has a Mandalorian wife, so why would he need to?
I see. He's collecting.
As much as I'd like to hear about the personal love life of a God Emperor, I'd rather not.
What do? You like to be?
When you're older, little one, I'll explain in detail.
Sounds like you're a stepmom, Mimi.
Yeah. I would say one of my stepmom likes to be tied up.
Oh, when you're older, I don't think you'd want to hear that either. I know I don't.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be tied up.
Yeah, last time I tied up, I was captured by pirate, but then they didn't. Then they forgot to get smaller, proper size handcuffs, so I kind of just slip out and then tie myself and leave.
You don't start a conversation like that.
I definitely don't want to hear about this.
I don't think I do either.
In any capacity. I don't think anyone wants to hear about any of that in any situation, the way I'm thinking or not.
Right? She's confused because she's talking about this regular role playing, like just like
I
playing a
know.
game. Yeah, like I don't.
Basically,
okay.
Remy's saying D&D is fun.
Yeah. She's like they like to play D&D together, and you're like, I don't want to hear any of them. I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird. Okay, sure.
Exactly. See, I don't believe in nerds.
Rude.
Like make believe, I guess.
I think, given the context of the conversation, I did not assume that's what you meant.
She's a kid. She doesn't know what that means. I mean that is what it like. It is what it is, right? It is.
Sasha said, "When you're older, I'll explain."
Wait a minute. You say you're a child, like you're 15. You're 18, darling.
18.
You seriously don't know anything.
Like, what do you mean? Know about what?
That's exactly why I'm not confident in many of your opinions about certain things.
I didn't know about.
Agree. Forget about it, Remy. We'll discuss this
I
later.
know about a lot of
Clearly not. Clearly not.
Here, if you guys are afraid to teach her, here, take this data pad.
I don't think I have.
I don't want to read this data pad.
in me.
Oh, it's not reading material; it's visual materials.
That's even worse.
Just unlock the data pad in your private time.
It's like, hey,
Did we just get like the hooked on phonics version of life?
just gave her like the website, the Pornhub or something. Like, here you go.
Where's the nearest airlock? I have business.
Yeah, like after Katex declares he has no fear, he grabs the data pad and tries to and opens it. and then promptly just like puts it down, just like I didn't get my decision.
I want to see what's in it.
No, you don't want to.
Sen just looks over. Oh, Johnny Sins. That's a good selection. Good selection.
Oh no. Who gave this to me again?
He's
You're
a doctor
man of
animal.
culture.
Yeah.
Oh, this wasn't for you. This was for this is for Remy.
I know. Who gave this to Remy again?
The Mandalorian.
Oh,
chick.
Sasha, the Mandalorian.
The one that sells the
I'm
beard.
going. I want to use force pull to pull it in my hands and then just walk it back to her.
Yeah, Katex took it.
No,
Okay.
Katex put it back down afterwards, and he declared that he regrets his decision.
Oh yeah, and so Remy went to go get it, and you force pulled it. It's like, why can't I see?
You can't see because force. No, it's ancient secrets. Not for you. It's by not for Remy.
But I'm supposed. I'm here to find ancient secrets.
It's ancient secrets by someone named not for Remy.
Oh,
I can't believe that worked.
very weird.
And she'll take the data pad back to Sasha. Was that her name?
Yeah.
It's like very specific.
Look, I don't make the rules. Not for Sasha did. And not for Remy did.
Oh,
It's
future.
Dutch.
What the fuck is Dutch?
Yeah, what are the... Is that some strange future culture?
Past.
Out of character,
Future
like,
for me.
yeah, out of
I
character.
apologize.
Remy's pretty gullible, and also she trusts you a lot, so she's like, oh, you wouldn't lie to me.
I'll be right back.
That's exactly why she shouldn't give her porn.
Exactly. That's why I did the responsible thing, and
Yeah.
I grabbed it and I put
Like,
it
yeah,
away.
like Remy's explained that she doesn't really know much outside of her family. Like when she was like probably going to explain like she's only people like she hasn't killed anyone. The only people I ever fought actually was like my mom, my stepmom, my sister. I was homeschooled, right? You know, she hasn't really.
She doesn't know shit.
Yeah, she's very very privileged and sheltered.
Yeah, Sen is just like, I don't have the years nor the hairs on my head to be able to teach this girl anything.
I don't. I'm a fashion designer, not a kid, not a wet nurse.
I mean, if she wants to learn how to shoot, sure, but other than that, I have got nothing for her.
I think I taught her how to shoot, or at least I gave her one lesson.
I mean, when she was like 5-year-old, I hand her blaster and say, "I teach you how to shoot today." And well, then one of her mom come over and say, "No, put blaster down." So I try to teach her how to again, like 10 years later, but then she not interested. So yeah.
My mom gave me a lightsaber when I was like not even 1.
Yeah, I know.
This is
Z know how to do things. Sayla, well, she too cautious.
Yeah,
This
But-
entire family, I'm unsure if I want to meet them anymore. I have a feeling if I go over there and I simply say, hello, I'm a Jedi, I will be immediately eviscerated.
No, they're gonna do the
That's what-
same thing
what
I
they
do.
do.
They're gonna ask you, "Do you plan to try to kill me?" And if you say no, they're gonna be like, "Okay, I'm gonna trust you, but I probably shouldn't because you're probably gonna try to kill me." And then if you try to kill her, my mom's gonna be able to beat you up real easily because that's what she does usually. 'Cause everyone always
I understand she's like a god.
Yeah. It's just like everyone tries to pull fast ones on her. She's very trusting and nice. And then
I still don't at all think she's an Inquisitor. Inquisitors kill or turn Force users. That's what they do.
Well, we know she at least learned some type of brainwashing.
I mean, that's what Inquisitors did where you're from, or time you're from. My mom's the only Inquisitor. Oh no, I guess my stepmom's an Inquisitor, and my mom's other mom because she made them Inquisitors because she's like head Inquisitor.
Whatever it is, I've never even met an Inquisitor. From what I can gather, they hunt down people who can use the Force.
Nope,
Yes,
that's not what she did.
that's what they do.
Not what she did.
I think I'm more inclined to trust Mr. Sorry, what was your name? Mr. Sen.
Mhm.
Or Mr. Brenko.
Well, there was not really Jedi or Sith in my mom.
There
They
doesn't
were
need to be.
Force sensitives.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's true because both my mom and stepmom are both force sensitive that she found, and they joined her.
That gives me an uncomfortable idea, but I'll save that for later.
All Inquisitors are Force sensitive.
But my stepmom
Willingly,
Mm-hmm. They
I
actually
would
wanted
hope
to.
so.
If it's in the family, then there's really no need for any forceful brainwashing or anything like
But
that.
I believe this. So you said your mother met her wife this way? She was an Inquisitor, or I'm sorry, I may have misheard.
No. She met my mom, and she found my mom on a planet, and it was like some little like nothing planet where like witches were or something. Some kind of witches. I don't know. They're like
That
yeah, they do some like
yeah,
spooky spooky magic stuff.
Spooky magic.
They did with like
You mean
undead.
Dathomir?
Yeah, that guy, those guys, the witches.
The Night
What?
Sisters.
Who are the Night Sisters?
Yeah.
The Night Sisters, they were a cult of Dathomiri witches that were very much involved in dark side sorcery.
Yeah, my mom was like adopted, or my birth like was adopted by them because she was like a escaped slave or something. So she was a Myalukin that just like, and yeah, she was apparently the person that the mom there was really, she went crazy and tried to do bad
Dathomiri
stuff.
witches are crazy.
Yeah, she seemed nice, and then she was kind of crazy, and then she gave in some like evil thing, and then they had to kill her.
I don't know. This entire family tree to me is very confusing. How many mothers do you have?
Oh, it wasn't my mother. It was like their mother. They called her like the mother or something like that. It was
Oh.
so it was like my grandmother, I guess, right? Because it was like kind of like her adopted mom.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. So yeah, we had to go back and save them. So like my sister, so my mom's like sisters, because I think they refer to each other as sisters. They actually we helped them escape. The ones that were like they work at the bar. They run the bar, my mom's bar.
I'm still unsure. This entire dynamic is still very new to me. Everything about this.
Yeah, like my other mom's like the nicest person in the universe.
You say other mom. How many mothers do you have? Two?
I have two moms and a stepmom. So
All right. Do you have a father?
I like my the head of the household mom. Like she kind of fills in for that, I guess, or she kind of accepts that role too. But she just goes by mom, so
Now she will slowly look at Sen and just basically say, "What do you think?"
I think that I don't particularly have it in me to argue with a child on anything.
I mean, you can ask Katex, Uncle Tex. I mean, he knows.
I trust Katex even less.
Why?
The moment we dropped down, your first objective was to make business dealings with a Sith god.
Yeah, I got my priorities straight.
Those who are asking like major questions about Remy's moms, you would each be given a data pad. So Remy does technically doesn't know what's there about their mom, but on the pads it says Remy's mom is a female with male reproductive organs.
She's a futa. Come on.
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised? Basically, as she just slowly looks at the pad and then just at Sen, why am I not surprised?
Sen just shakes his head.
Yes, thank you. And
I don't even care enough.
she'll just nod and look back at the droid. Yes, thank you, and hold the data pad out for them to grab.
Priority number 1 is keep Remy's innocence.
I thought priority number 1 for Katex was make money.
That's not Katex.
That was the chef bot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Apparently, the chef bot is coming in with I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't talk. Yeah, it doesn't. If it not sounds like this, then it's not Katex.
Chef bot just brought in. Basically, these data pads that had this information for you look like menus.
Yeah, Remy's has been eating the whole time, so she's not really paying attention.
You say, "Oh yes, I'll have the O4 snow stew," and I'll hand the menu back.
They go back and he goes back into the kitchen and charges because he's just the server.
Yeah, well, my stepmom knows how to shoot guns really well too, but I never wanted to do that because my mom wanted to use a weapon. She used a lightsaber, but then I wasn't really good with lightsabers, so she was like, "Oh, you don't need a weapon. You can just punch people." I need more to punch people.
To be honest, frankly, I don't like using any weapons, including the Force.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, there's something you simply cannot get over.
I still don't know what the Force is, and nobody will ever be able to teach me.
Would you like to be able to learn?
Try. I've had like 20 different people explain it to me. I still don't get it.
Okay, so you see that chair? Force. You see that table? Force. You see that floor? Force. Force all around us.
No. Last person I asked say Force only living things, those not alive. This is contradictory. It not make it not make sense.
Let me tell you.
I think I agree with Katex. That's definitely not how it was taught to me either.
There are many types of Force. We're giving you the simplified version. There's cosmic, living, and I think a third one, but I forgot.
I just want to be able to move stuff.
See,
with my mom.
not even you can remember all of it.
Well, I haven't been in the Jedi because I was only a Jedi for a few years, and then I've left.
Look,
I think
the
what
way
she means by how she's saying it is that the Force surrounds all things and binds beings together. So, in the way that you can manipulate a chair, despite it being non-living, it's simply because it is surrounded by the Force, which it's. Well, I'm not much of a philosophy person myself. I don't quite understand the mechanics of it, but it is an energy force created by living beings that can affect the universe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then why not I have any magic power?
You are connected to it, but you don't have a strong enough connection or perhaps the will to be able to influence it or let it influence you.
From what I recall.
That just can't tap into the Force as strongly as others.
I assume.
I got it. Force is discriminatory.
Yeah.
If you want to see it that way, then you're welcome to, but
Like
not
Miraluka,
necessarily.
they're all about the Force.
To what I understand, it's in the blood. Depending on your cell count, or depending on your genetic makeup, cell count, and many other factors,
Yeah.
you may have the ability to use the Force, or you may not. Or you might not. It depends on how much...
Alright, I got an idea. I
No.
have to write that down.
See, but that's the thing, because my blood count and everything's supposed to mean I have a lot of good force powers, but apparently I don't. So that's why it's weird.
Well,
Not necessarily.
you are an outlier and should not be factored into the equation.
Yeah, I know.
While two powerful force wieldings having children might mean that they have a force using child, it's not always that way. In the same way that genetics can create two blue-eyed people can somehow end up with someone with brown eyes.
No.
Don't ask me how it works. I'm not a geneticist.
Yeah, I know all of that, but I'm just saying, like, they did test, and like I'm supposed to have force powers. The magic force stuff on me to check me, I'm supposed to have like a lot of force powers, like the most ever or something.
Like I said,
You're
outlier.
an outlier.
Yeah. But I was saying, like,
Sure.
also I assume everyone's neck has a lot of force around it.
Everyone's neck?
My mom like to like grab people by the neck and stuff.
Oh.
What were you saying, Sen?
Nothing of consequence.
You can use the force in a variety of ways. Choking people is a more dark use of it, but certainly it affects all living beings. Some just prefer to.
I assume I pick everything up with it, because mom pick things up. She pick like really heavy things up, like speed.
Most
Wait,
people-
so
most
wait, you
people I
can
know
pick
throw
things
people
up with it, but you can't pick people up with it.
No,
No, you can.
She can.
Alright, but you just can't do it by their neck or else it's evil?
Well, no. If you can pick them up by their neck, but if you decide to crush their windpipe with the force, then that's. I mean, it's.
That's one of the ways my mom attacked people.
Alright, so shoot bad guy with gun. Okay. Kill bad guy with force bad. For some
Wait.
reason.
One of them, like I said, I don't believe in killing at all, but
Yeah,
the
you're a
difference mostly
weirdo.
in the... Oh, you're the weirdo.
No? I think
someone
it's
with the
okay to
force
get rid
is-
of a bad person.
Ooh,
Using the force to harm other beings is not something encouraged by the Jedi.
how much stuff can you guys pick up with the force?
Everything in this room.
Pick up the whole
Alright, do
spaceship?
Pretty much.
Pick up the whole what?
Spaceship.
Do it.
No, I'm not quite at that.
Get us into
level.
space without engines.
Yeah,
I
that's
know-
what I'm saying.
I know of
That's what I'm-
some Jedi who are capable of that. Master Vandar, I think, is certainly capable of lifting starships.
Mhm.
Master
can do
Yoda was also very powerful from my recollection.
Yeah, my mom can do it. I
Of
was
course,
saying,
like I said, your mother can do anything.
no, I was saying, I was seeing how strong you guys were.
No, I do not use the Force to destroy or manipulate. I use the Force to create.
She does too. Like I said, she can will things into existence.
Not in that way. I use them to assist in my creation,
Oh,
using both my own ideas with simply the aid of the Force.
huh. You use the force to help you make pretty dresses.
Yes.
Okay.
I use it primarily to protect and aid people.
I like pretty dresses better.
I just use it whenever it's convenient.
I guess use is probably a. Well,
From what
I
I
mean,
understood.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say simply, from what I understood, if I can recall from my Jedi teachings, I was told that anything that... How do I put this? It is said that the dark side is the willingness to bend the Force to your will rather than allow the Force to act through you, which is the light side. That's simply what I was told.
Well, in that line of thinking, it seems like the dark side is a lot more useful.
Of course, but pragmatism versus morals.
The dark side is someone imposing their will on the Force, generally. And
Precisely.
using it as a tool.
Yeah, what's
The
wrong
way
with
people
that?
define the light is more of letting it control you in what you do. That's how the Jedi prefer to use the Force, that is.
Precisely.
Well, yeah, by your own definition, they're not using it.